Well, hello there. We're on to beginner guitarist video number 6. We're going to cover some more technique stuff today because we've covered a good amount of scale work, stuff that takes a minute to memorize. And as I've said before, your first few months as a guitarist, it's tough to memorize all that stuff. It's tough to get your fingers moving. It's kind of like a train, right? A train gets moving pretty slowly, and then it gets to really cooking along. That's kind of what learning guitar is like. The first bit it's kind of slow, and then all of a sudden you're kind of, oh, okay, I get it, and stuff really just starts to click. Today we're going to cover picking techniques, a little bit of fingerstyle stuff, just so that the things that we have learned so far, chords, scale, stuff like that, you can start working on them in different ways. Now, we talked about alternate picking, but I didn't really discuss, what to do with that scale for alternate picking. So, I'll lean in a little closer today, see what happens. So, alternate picking for this example is down, up, down, up. And for the scale, your G major scale, like we've covered, you're going to go up 3, down 1. And then you're going to go to the next string and do the same thing. And then the next string. Okay. Up 3, down 1. That's a pretty common 16th note or 8th note pattern. I mean, you're still beginners, so don't get too caught up on trying to play 16th notes or anything yet. It's not important. 8th notes is fine. You want to be steady. Steady is what's important here. And then you can move back here to that Locrian shape that we covered. Now, what's the descending look like? We need to descend with it as well. So that's down 3, up 1. It's literally the exact opposite of what we did for ascending. Down 3, up 1 for descending. Up 3, down 1 for ascending. Okay? Other thing I want you to pay attention to, because you're new, this is going to feel uncomfortable. Keep these fingers, you want these fingers to stay relatively close to those strings. Because as you start to try to play it a little faster, the less movement, the quicker you're going to be able to move, right? If you're way up here, you're only going to get so fast. Whereas if you're down there ready to roll, you can really get moving along. There's such a thing as economy picking, so the word economy is going to get used a lot, but in this case, basically the economy of the movement. Small movements. Even I've been playing a long time. Even I do take time still to really slow it down and look at my hand and be like, okay, am I moving too far? Am I pulling stuff up too much? Okay. So that's what we would call 4 notes per string. Now I'm going to give you something else that we've kind of covered, but it's just an exercise for you now. But now we're going to put it to work on this scale. And now we're going to do 2 notes per string. Okay. Oh, shoot. So down, up, down, up. For that last one, 3 up, 1 down. And then when you switch strings, it's down, up, down, up. So you're leading with down picks. You're switching strings with a down pick. Every beat gets a down pick. The up stroke is the ands, okay? The ands of the 1 and 2 and. Sorry, I should have said that. I need to really focus on making sure you understand, what's this hand feel like? What's it doing? Because it's very important. So now for the 2 per string, it's the same idea. You're down, up. You're leading with downs. You're going to switch strings with a downstroke. But you're only doing 2 notes per string. Well, we know that if you take a block out of G, you can play all those notes. You can play all these notes. Okay? So let's take that block. And do that. Now let's back up and use a different segment of the block. Now we're going to do something a little different with this hand, so I'm going to lean in a little close, and there's a reason for this. I want you to build the coordination to be able to do these things. So we're going to do 2 per string. We're going to move down to this side of the scale. That. Now those aren't your most coordinated fingers by any means. So that little spot there, I want you to really work to get those fingers working by themselves a little bit. It'll benefit you in the future. So that segment, I want you to go pointer, ring, middle, ring, middle, ring, pointer, ring. And again, that's just down, up, down, up. And even on the descending, down, up, switch strings with a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? So that's alternate picking, down, up, down, up. I don't think I'm going to cover anything else with a pick for today. That'll give you some good exercises. 2 pers, 4 pers. As always, please practice with a metronome. And real quick, we'll kind of cover what that sounds like. We're not going to do it super fast. What do we got there? 60 BPM. It's pretty common, you know, one beat per second. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 that's how you would count that. Now the 2 per, you'll count the same way, or in eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this one is going to be harder for you to keep steady when we move down here and we do that, the little guy there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's how you would practice that. That's how you would count it. Get used to counting it. Get used to feeling that beat. So you're nice and steady. It's the same with those, like we've discussed. Your chord changes, nice and steady with the metronome. Also do those. You know, work through them. Okay, so that's checking the time on this one. So that's alternate picking, a little practice stuff. The next few videos, we probably won't add much more for chords or scale for now, just because I want to get to where you guys have the ability to play something you enjoy playing, and then it'll hopefully motivate you to continue on. You'll be like, oh, that's cool. I can play something that sounds cool and kind of move around now, and then you can move on. You're going to do awesome. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.